Good question.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
And the lovely artist we have today, yes, she comes from Baltimore, Maryland.
True.
You hear her voice? Her name is Christine Curtis.
Yes, I live in Jersey. Don't forget, you got to put that in there, though. So, I'm not leaving my
She's a Jersey girl now.
Okay, thank you. Right. Yes. But thank you for having me, and I'm glad to be here. Alongside with my ace, my number one, Georgiana Daniel, my manager.
Okay.
Georgiana. We got her. We drug her to that seat.
Right. I really didn't want to come into the seat, but
Literally.
I'm here.
And we're so happy to have you as well.
Thank you.
Before we get gully with it, is that still a word? Is that, I'm struggling.
Give and take. Give and take.
When my kids be like, no,
They're going to be like, Mom,
don't do that.
I mean, I guess if you're Caribbean, it might be still a word. But,
before we bring it, let me just get my lane. Before we start,
right.
How was your week?
Man, my week was great. It was great. I woke up, went to work, came home, went to sleep. I mean, that's the best week you can have. That's the best week you can have because we're blessed to be working. So it's like
Absolutely.
It's great. What about you, Soups?
It was an incredible week. We do we call our Clark Kent. Then we transform at night.
Right.
And we covered a few events this week, so I'm a little tired, but you're gonna keep me on my toes tonight, I know. But we were at a great event last night. It was the New Jersey Club Awards.
Okay, yes.
And they featured our boy DJ Cheese. And the kids appreciated it. I wondered if they would be able to embrace, really the history behind DJ Cheese. He was the world's best DJ. He won that title in 1986, and I mean, he brought such elements to the artistry of being a DJ with the tricks and his skills. He really set that on fire.
Well, so a lot of our viewers are not from New Jersey; they're from all over the world. We have a lot of viewers. So, just for those viewers across the world, across the globe, club music. Maybe you can go into detail what kind of club music.
Well, they covered a little bit of everything last night. But the stuff that the kids love, the stuff they do that
dancing.
They do that dance too. This is the crazy thing, right? So they had it wasn't a competition, but they gave stage, and I'm going to say big up to Karen Hall. Well, they didn't. It wasn't a competition. They didn't really battle. Well, as far as we left a little early. So, but it was more so giving them a stage to showcase their talent, and that's what was so incredible about it. And they were supportive of each other. Nobody got dissed. You had some groups up there that could do the tricks and brought it, and then you had other groups up there that they're on the edge, like they're getting into the game, and everybody got love.
That's dope.
And even though I thought, boy, those steps are very similar, the personalities that they bring to it, set the stage on fire.
Right.
But just to see that somebody took time to put this venue together and feature the young people, because they could have been anywhere last night.
Right.
And the woman that put that together, I want to say big up to Karen Hall, because she poured her heart into that event. And it was spectacular the time, that we were there and what we got to see of it. I understand that it did end on a sour note, which kind of comes into our conversation tonight.
Right.
Why that great event had to end with 4 fights.
I mean, as long as we can get a little bit of peace and a little bit of tranquility in the community, in the urban youth, then I guess it's a start. We can start somewhere.
We were halfway there. Now we have to finish out how to get it to end on the right note.
Yes.
How do we get there?
Yes.
So, and like you said, it takes everybody. Matter of fact, DJ Cheese, when he opened up during the event, he looked around the room and he called to see how many parents were sitting in the room, and there were maybe about 15 that raised their hand. And he said, you know what? For every child that's here, parents should be here.
Right.
You send them to that event like that. Come out and support them while they're performing. See what's going on.
See what they like to do.
Involved.
Yeah, and if you had more parents in the room, maybe it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have ended on a sour note.
Right.
So involvement, community, parents.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ladies, any ideas on what's going on in the urban community?
I mean, she actually hit it on the nail. For me, I feel like a lot of it does start at home. A lot of it starts with the parents. It may not continue. The parents can't always be there, but what you plant, the seed you plant it can grow and it can latch on into the hearts and the minds, and what they're taught at home will be taken everywhere else. So I think a lot of it revolves around the parents taking a more proactive role, because I remember my parents, my mother, she was on me like white on rice. You know what I mean? Like, seriously.
Right.
Everything that I did up until the point where I lived with my father, she knew about. She was active in it. You know what I mean? There were no secrets I had with my mother. Even to this day, my mother knows practically everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's because of the fact that she understood that if she had a better hand, then I won't fall into the same traps that maybe some of the younger kids or maybe some of my own peers were falling into or have fallen into. Yeah. But it does start, I feel anyway, at the home. And if it starts at the home, it'll lead into other aspects of the children's lives. So if the parents were there that night, the parents of the children who were actually fighting, it could have possibly not even happened. Because, you know what I mean? Because they don't want to disappoint their parents.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, Mama didn't fight too.
That's a different topic.
That's another
ratchetness at its best, but that's a different topic. You know what I mean?
Georgina?
My take on that is, first, I agree that it does start at home. I think it definitely starts at the bottom overall, as far as working together and finding the people who may be able to relate to the kids who came from the same situations and turn their life around. That's because those are the people that they probably would be, more inclined to listen to. Exactly. And as far as the parents, you have the parents too. There is the good and the bad. Some parents don't even know how to be parents. So how do they learn? That's the question. But if you could find out what kids' passions are and they have access to that, that could change things as well. So I think just working together.
I think what you said was key, and that's what she did last night. She found that passion for that dance, and
brought it together.
She brought it in with the award show, so it gave them an opportunity to see people that they idolize, and also to be showcased at the same time. Great combination. Exactly. If we could just figure out how to get it to end on the right note. But if you take it back to when Hip Hop Awards started, they have issues.
A lot of issues.
A lot of issues.
To be honest with you, BET Awards still have issues.
Yeah.
Especially when it's down in Atlanta.
Yeah. We used to promote hip-hop shows going back about 25 years ago, and our insurance policy to do so was quite hefty. So it's like you want to have a venue for it, but then a lot of people are turned off because of what they think is going to happen. And I would love to see that change, though. I mean, of course, it may not be across all the boards, because you have a lot of artists that come out and have very successful shows. Look, Jay can pack Madison Square Garden, no problem.
No problem.
Absolutely.
Stadium. So I guess I don't know what the secret formula is, but I found this interesting is that this particular author of the article, I actually didn't state their name, but I got this from the
Anonymous.
Yes. His concept is that not so much that it's crime is worse or the violence against black youth is worse. It's just that it's actually decreased, but it happens at a disproportionate number than happens in other communities. And they identified 5 reasons for that.
What are those 5 reasons?
Well, I'm going to give you one. And this is probably the one that comes to everybody's mind, and nobody wants to hear this anymore. But it talked about slavery and racial oppression, about what the seed that was planted during the time of slavery, when men were stripped of any form of their pride or self-respect. They were humiliated in front of their families. Their women were taken, raped at the owner's discretion. Black men's self-worth diminished. And that is kind of the seed. Yeah. And a lot of people say, oh,
definitely,
you got to get over that. It happened. But the seed was planted. And when you talk about our numbers being disproportionate, we weren't educated. We were, treated poorly. We were enslaved, and then demeaned. Yes. And our families torn apart. So when you say it's disproportionate, you don't see a lot of things that happen in our community happening in other communities. To me, that seed, it grew roots.
It's the Willie Lynch letter. It's exactly what it is. It was instilled, and we're still combating that same mentality before, because you could think about the field slaves and the house slaves. How the field slaves will be dressed, in meager means, barely next to nothing, barefoot, and the house slaves will be prim and proper. It would put this dissension between one another for a purpose, so that there wouldn't be any unified bodies. There wouldn't be anyone who would be coming together as one. There will always be that split. Separate. Which is why we still have these issues now within the community, which is why there is still a fight to try to break what Willie Lynch started, what he put into the other slave masters, or how to break us down and how to keep us down.
Right.
It's still the same thing today.
It still is.
See, the thing that I couldn't believe most, I just recently seen a movie. It was called 12 Years a Slave.
Oh, yeah.
And watching 12 Years...
I didn't see it yet either.
So cool. I want to see them.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna give the black folks to tell the movie and everything, since you ladies didn't see it.
Don't judge me.
But what I realize is that black folks, African Americans, can watch that movie, see everything that person went through, and then have an opportunity now, which is way better, and not even care.
Turn them naked eye. Yeah.
Not even care. And I think that's a big portion of what's going on with the youth. I think the youth have gotten to a point where they don't care anymore.
They're desensitized.
Right. Desensitized. That's perfect definition for it. They don't care about life.
Yeah.
They don't care about jobs. I need to know my mother and father or my grandmother and grandfather are going to pay for everything I need.
Exactly.
Or they don't care.
Handed to them.
Right. They don't care about education, because hey, as long as I'm cool in school, it's all right, because I'm going to get the popularity. They don't care about wanting to be anything. Like back when I was younger, way back in the day, they used to ask you, what's your 5-year plan in high school?
Yes. They don't ask
it used to be. Now that they do ask you, it's a different answer. Like my 5-year plan was, I want to have something that I'm my own place, and I want to be able to support myself. Now the kids' 5-year plan is they want to be a rap artist, they want to be a singer, they want to be an actor, they want to be a comedian, or they just want to survive, and that's just.
Well, they want it in a microwave too.
Oh, fast.
Yes.
Yeah, they want it fast without any blood, sweat, and tears. And it begs to differ. What is the culture pouring into our kids that gives them this mindset?
And I think it ties, because it's still in the media. They try to emulate what they see. And no one's kind of telling them. And it's funny because we have these conversations all the time that people only see what's on the forefront. They don't see the hard work that some of these, not all of them, but some of these people actually put into to get where they are. So they see the fast money. They see the glitz and the glamour, but they're not realizing that it took time and effort to get to that point. But this is what they think as becoming successful. These people on TV with these, reality television shows and all these things, they see this as success, and not the doctors. How we were, taught. You need to be a doctor, a lawyer, or you need to have a 9-to-5 that actually pays some bills. You know what I mean? They don't see that as success. They want something that gives them that validation that they are somebody, not knowing that you just being a survivor and having a family means you're more than somebody. You are, you're a hope, you're a dream, but they don't recognize that. They look at TV as something that you are strive for.
You know what I found in this article that also brings kind of another twist to it is the author is saying that they reference a book, Violence Reflections on a National Epidemic, and it's psychiatrist Dr. James Gilligan. He asserts that violence is caused by shame and humiliation. When we commit violence, says Gilligan, we are actually trying to do something that to the person that's committing it is a positive. That is to reclaim a part of the self, a part of a depleting sense of self-love, which will feel somehow that they feel has been violated. So this is why when you ask most young people today why they became violent, they'll say it was because they were disrespected or dissed. That is a big thing. I remember as a parent being in a parent forum and the principal having to say, and I was floored by this, he was saying that when we're in a situation, we have to stand down. So if you have a child, a young person that is out of control, and the whole thing is about respect, they back off, they stand down. So the kid could be cursing them out, da da da. To help it not escalate, they stand down, and I'm like, wow, I would just feel like the kid punked you.
Right.
Is so much people feel like that they have to prove, and that's actually a pride thing, because if you take it personal and it's really not as personal as you think it is, that is definitely a pride issue, and you know, that is in our culture a lot. That pride, you know,
feeling like you have to make someone respect you,
right?
Because of who you are, although you probably just in the 12th grade, you know what I mean?
Right,
Your
like who are you
yet?
yet?
Your bills paid by mommy and daddy. You still feel like they have to respect who I am, and you haven't earned it.
Wow.
Well, I think everybody has, like, you're born with wanting that respect, or, you know.
Right.
So I guess it's something that's innate in us.
It is.
But the way that is exercised, like in the art, well, not just our community, but in many communities that this level, you know, I think of the Italian community too. You know, that's huge.
Yeah. It's
that
everywhere.
Respect.
Yeah. But it's in that media too.
Right.
You got shows like Bad Girls Club where it's glorified that if someone disrespects you, you punch him automatically.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I was
point.
wondering, like, what is the purpose of this show? And it's not for them to change. They're still getting paid.
Yes.
To act cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? But this is a part of it. This is what the kids are seeing.
They get paid more.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Spin-off show. They do it too.
Exactly. They go ham so much. They're like, I got my own show, so I can go even more ham. But this is what they were perpetuating for the youth, because this is what they see every day. I know a little girl who watches this, and she faithfully watches this.
Wow.
And then she started acting a fool to him, thinking like,
yeah.
it's not because of the show.
I don't even watch the nonsense, but I've glanced, like, I have a friend that just opened a shop, and I was over there, and I was like, I wonder if this girl, was it the hip hop, Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, whatever. I was like, I wonder if this girl Kim really acts like this, or if she is acting like that so she can get a spinoff show.
Right.
I'm like, is that really her persona? Because who would deal with a woman that acts like that? I'm like, this guy, he really has an issue, or maybe she's just doing that for the cameras and, you know,
that
to get
well.
her spinoff. So she could be like what was it, Dawn, or what was that lady's name on Flavor of Love?
New York,
yeah.
You can't forget New York.
So she can, I'm doing all that extra over the top to get her own little,
Right. But this is what they get paid to do.
buffoonery.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
sometimes it's I mean, it is interesting to watch, you know, a car crash. I hate to say it like that, but you know how people rubberneck when there's an accident, they stop and they look.
You don't want to, but you can't help it.
Can't help it.
Can't look away.
I think that's
It's
reality TV.
It's neat. Yeah.
Sometimes it's that guilty pleasure too, you know, like, I really shouldn't be watching this, but hey,
Right.
it catches your attention.
Comical.
You get pulled in. Yeah, sometimes it is comical, and sometimes you just think, wow. And a lot of it, the way the women are portrayed is really poor in many of those situations.
A lot of time I'm embarrassed and I feel disrespected. Like, you disrespected me and yourself.
Right.
Like, I feel embarrassed in public. Like, cause
But they get paid. These viewers buy into it.
you have to understand, you can't even fault people of other nationalities and from other countries when they come here and they look at us a certain way, because that, same way we look at other people, like Indian, we don't know. We've never been to India. You've never been to Africa. So you see what you see on television. So they see us like that. They see the Bad Girls Club and the Real Housewives of Hollywood and Homeboys in the Hood, whatever other shows when we acting. That's all they see. So they think we're the ignorant, rambunctious.
You just gave somebody an idea.
Exactly.
I'm saying, we need to capitalize on that.
So they think that's us.
Right.
That's what they see. So that's why they cross the street when they see us. So that's why they lock their doors when they see us. Or that's why they walk with their noses up and they tell their daughters and their sons, don't associate with those people, because I know those people. Turn on channel 9 or channel 35 or 33 or whatever channel 45 that you're watching and see that that's them right there.
yes.
See, the issue is like back to what Georgina and Christina said. It's back to the parents, because the parents have to be the one to tell them, like, listen, what you see on TV is just TV. It's not real. It's not real life.
When they hear reality TV,
it's reality. It's like, it's just
Called
still TV.
reality
It's
TV.
scripted reality.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of it is
they read,
scripted.
okay? They practice their lines before they get on TV. And
Or
that's the fool.
they find somebody so wild that, you know, they just
They don't
script
need-
themselves,
exactly,
right?
Yep.
It's crazy. We're paying to embarrass and disrespect ourselves.
Yeah. And then it's affecting the young culture in such a profound way. Yeah. You know, with what their perceptions are and affecting what their future goals are. I can't wait to see this generation turn around in 10 years and see what they think when they came through. And then who knows what we'll be faced with, because with the battling of pornography being rampant, you know, the filters, they're not there. They can access it on their phones, their iPods, their whatever. My daughter has a friend whose mother, when you go to visit, you know, her daughter, she grabs their iPods and she'll say, "Oh, let me see your iPod. Take off your code," and she'll look through it. So one little girl she found, and I'm talking about 13-year-olds, in her iPod she had pictures of sexual positions. Wow. And a bunch of other things. So needless to say, that little girl, won't be visiting her house anymore. Right. Wow. And she told her grandmother, and the grandmother was in total denial. Now, mind you, this is a grandmother who's 70 raising a 13-year-old.
No, understand
she's still a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, because where's her mother? That's the question. Yeah. That's the problem, probably.
Well, grandma's raising her for a reason, you know.
It's funny. I remember me and my brother, my second oldest brother, we got in trouble one summer. My mother removed us from watching Martin. You know, that was like, okay. That was like, what?
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
There's no more. And I'm thinking, like, she thought Martin was a bad influence on us. There's not, Martin ain't no comparison to the stuff that's on TV now. Right. You know, we thought we was, like, in jail. Like, what? We need to see it. But nowadays, like, Martin would be an awesome alternative to half the things that are on TV right now. Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And even on the kids' network. Because everything is promoted.
It's banned in mine. I can't. I ain't watching no SpongeBob.
It's definitely happening in cartoons now.
Yes.
What happened to SpongeBob?
Those subliminal things you gotta watch.
It's subtle. It's subtle.
Yeah, very subtle.
Yeah. And then it creeps in.
SpongeBob, I see you.
That was so funny. She gave SpongeBob the stink eye. It's gonna be me and you, SpongeBob.
On that
me
note.
And you.
On that note, I want to ask you, you're on bks1radio.com. You're tuning in. Thank you for checking out Live in the Vocal Booth. And we have with us Christine Curtis. And Christine, tell BKS1 Radio, you've been our guest here before. We love you. And it's an opportunity for us to introduce you to another aspect of our audience. Could you bring them up to date on Christine Curtis?
Okay, so Christine Curtis, as Fresh said, originally from Baltimore, Maryland, currently residing in New Jersey. I am a gospel artist. I have been singing gospel for about 2 years now. Currently, I have 2 singles out of No Way and Glory. By the grace of God, I'm here, and I am a disciple for Christ, trying to make sure that my part is being done. And currently, I'm actually in a contest. I want you all to vote. I had the opportunity to sing with Tasha Cobbs at the 15th annual Super Bowl Gospel Celebration, and I need everyone to vote. Yeah, that's huge. I'm in 10th place right now. Whoop,
We're gonna
yes.
Big dog. Okay.
She's about to take over number 1.
Okay. Absolutely. But no, seriously, I need everyone to vote. I need everyone's participation. This opportunity is extremely huge. This can open up so many doors, and especially for our gospel artists, these opportunities are very far and few in between. So this is something very special. So I want to thank BKS for actually allowing me to come and share my gift with you guys.
I appreciate you.
You're very welcome.
Yes. So you say you began gospel singing 2 years ago. What made you switch over to see the light?
Well, I've been in and out of the church for a long time. But it comes a point when we're in everyone's walk. We all, the word says, every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. That I realized I couldn't continue just to live life lukewarm. You know what I mean? I either had to be in or out. And I decided that when I rededicated my life to Christ, that I couldn't do R&B anymore. I didn't feel it in my heart.
Right?
Yeah, no, I felt conflicted.
Right.
And it's funny because my manager, Georgiana, she used to ask me all the time, would you ever do a gospel song? I'm like, nah, I don't want to mess with that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But when it came to a point when I actually found my church, New Destiny Family Worship Center.
Located?
In North Brunswick.
Okay.
Oh. Awesome church. You should come one day.
I roll out there.
Okay, come
when
on.
I have time.
Tomorrow, 12 p.m., brother. Thank you very much. But it was the mentors that I had. They literally forced me to check myself in the mirror. There were so many things that I thought I was good with that I had never had anyone tell me, your attitude stinks. You know what I mean? Or you have to grow, because you can't keep blaming someone else on why you're not where you need to be. It's your choice. You have a choice. You can stay, you can leave. If you're going to stay, you have to be what you're called to be, period. And when that happened, I realized I couldn't sing R&B anymore because it wasn't me. That's the reason why I had so many issues in the first place, because I never wanted to compromise my gift. I never wanted to compromise who I was just to make a buck. That's never been my thing. I know what broke feels like. It ain't good, but I'd rather be broke than without my integrity.
And true to yourself,
you know
than
exactly. So I changed, and it's been the best decision I ever made. I made more strides. It's crazy. I've been singing since I was 12. I made more strides in the last 2 years as a gospel artist than I've ever made in my entire career.
I mean, you're doing very well in the voting. You're doing very well. It's good.
It's where you were supposed to be. So that's all that is.
Exactly.
That's all that is.
That's all God.
So we're all going to hit our Facebook pages. We're going to vote, and we're going to tell our listeners, you know, they got to get on this.
We're going to share the link.
Yes.
Want to get to one of her songs?
Absolutely. Tell us about Glory.
Okay. Glory came from an inspiration of it's funny because my R&B roots still have a little play in my career now.
Right.
Came from a song that I heard, and I wanted that same feel. I feel like gospel music sometimes is limited. I don't want to just make a song that's good in the church. I want a song that even the sinners can enjoy. You know what I mean? That people can come into the church and be like, y'all was jamming the Glory. I'm trying to get my two-step in church. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's where it came from. I wanted a feel-good song, and I had an awesome connection at our music group, which is Kent and Drake Murphy. They are killer producers, and I literally fed them exactly what I wanted to hear.
It sounds.
And we went to
the name sounds familiar.
Yeah. I mean, you probably heard them before. Yeah, they're ill.
Yeah.
Went to North Carolina, recorded it. Black Stars Productions Studios. They mixed and mastered it in.
I know that name.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay,
right out
James
here.
and Lamont, they're great people too, and it went to the first time it aired was on Breed Life Radio, and from there Brian Cushaw sent it to One Accord DJs, and it spread like wildfire. And then DJ Jesus Beats sent it to like 1 million on his content. It's been such a blessing. I've had so much favor with this song. People have really saw the God in the song. Not even me, you know, wanted to just support the song itself, and it's been going. It's playing internationally now. I have a fan page in Brazil.
Okay.
Shout out to them on my fan page in Brazil.
That's Brazil.
Doing big things.
Right, God is moving, and that Glory that's my baby. That's my boo. Shout out to Glory.
That's what it is.
All right.
That's my little saying is be blessed to be a blessing. So
That's fun. I say that at all my blogs. Be blessed and a blessing. Look at you.
I'm trying to be like me and stuff. Oh my God, now.
Christy Curtis, Glory.
And I don't wanna be apart. Your love has taken all my burdens. You have mended every broken heart, and that's why.
And your voice is phenomenal. And she's beautiful, everybody. I'm sure y'all can see on the camera.
Stop
Y'all
flirting, Kurt.
Y'all can't get wait. Y'all don't have the view that I have.
Look, you
He's
seeing dollar signs and beauty. He's like,
see the dollar sign. I get my own dollars. I'll get my own dollars. I'm about my grind. So I'm trying to get that 720 or better. So I ain't even gonna need the dollars. I'm gonna walk and they gonna throw it at me. Sir, just take the keys. Just
go ahead.
Get at us when you can.
I love that Kurt flirt.
Oh man,
I can't blame you now. I can't blame you.
The up tempo, the beat, it definitely feels like the R&B vibe, and I can definitely see that blowing up. I'm just happy to say we seen you before you went big. That's I'm happy. I'm just happy that was good. That was a good song.
I want to sing background on the remix.
This guy.
I'm over here getting my vote on. I found out how to do it now.
Yes.
I'm over here getting my
Hold on, what's the
vote
site?
on.
Hold on, I need to.
The site, actually, I wanted to mention that.
Okay.
Aside from the link and clicking on the link, you also could go to www.dreamsouthere.com.
Okay.
And then
All
you
right.
go to
And
votes.
you go to Enter Now.
Yes.
Right, vote Enter Now.
You go to vote.
Vote. And the
as
second
soon
page.
as the site comes up, and then in a search you type Christine Curtis.
Okay.
And she is on a second. You could go to the second page or type in Christine
Okay.
Curtis.
Okay.
Here.
And you could
And
vote
you
from
can
that
vote.
point.
And vote.
Vote,
And then vote
vote,
again.
vote,
And vote.
until you can't vote no
Vote
more.
until you get blocked.
Do it again
Yes.
the next
Vote
And
day.
till
then
you
tag
vote.
me so I give you a shout out.
Oh,
So where's the link that you guys were talking about?
Let's see. Hit our page.
We're gonna hit the page of the link as we speak.
Awesome.
We'll get it on our Facebook page.
Tag a brother.
All right, let's
Ooh,
see.
Tag a sister.
I'm trying to multitask. I'm trying to
I don't even know your name on there.
do the
Okay, right.
dashboard.
Christine Curtis. Yes, ma'am.
On Facebook? What are you on Facebook?
And my fan page is Christine Curtis. You just go right to Christine Curtis Music on Facebook.
Okay, because we were trying to find you and we kept getting this white
ChristineCurtisMusic.com.
woman.
I can't forget that because it's Curtis.
Exactly.
Christine
Show
with
us
a K.
some courtesy,
Gotta
Curtis.
have the music.
Curtis. That's how I tell people to remember. Curtis, just think of 50.
Right, exactly.
And the last name is.
Easy.
Oh, we ain't gonna put that on the air right now. Well, they know my Facebook page. It ain't gonna matter, right? Everybody on my Facebook.
So then you
And
get there,
Instagram
like,
has my name on there too, under my Facebook page. I'm like on my
Oh.
Instagram photo.
I love your
You look like you're 12
We're
in that
doing
picture.
it. Thank you.
That's a compliment because I'm definitely not
was
12. Thank you, Jesus.
How many phones you got? What was that?
That's my manager.
Oh, that's
Gee.
me.
Woo.
I
goes
mean,
in.
I make sure we get the votes.
Hey.
Everybody's
Preach.
phone
So,
at work
at
and voted on their phones.
Oh.
And then
If
took the
you know,
laptops.
if you don't have
Okay,
that sense
sleeping
of
in, okay.
urgency that I have,
Mhm.
then I take the phones and I go ahead and get the voting done myself.
Okay.
I-
Wait.
I'm-
Air high
I'm
five
away.
for the voting.
Yes.
She's
She's
probably
official.
responsible for like 1,000 of them.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, she definitely on point because I
So
used to
you-
manage all this. I don't know if I went that, but yeah, I ain't
Right.
mad at you. I ain't mad
Listen,
at you.
I
I
know.
feel you.
The time is here.
So you basically listeners out there. You have no excuse. You can vote on the computer or you can vote on your phone. We're gonna share the link
Yeah.
on Facebook,
Yes.
Twitter,
Yes.
Instagram,
Yes.
as well as our site
Yes.
bks1.com radio. Yes, bks1radio.com.
Yes, sir.
So tune in.
Yes, and we're going to get it up on our Facebook pages as soon as I can multitask and, work the dashboard.
Dreams out here. Okay, so I click vote and then
In the search box, you can type Christine Curtis.
yes, I gotta remember how to spell that.
Oh my goodness. Right, not Christina.
Not Aguilera.
Without the
Not
S.
Aguilera.
Yes. Okay.
Not that one.
So, Christine, what is 2014
Oh,
looking
Cece.
like? What's the goal or the vision for you for 2014?
2014 will be the year that you'll see a lot more of me. New music we're working on currently. Roughly around March, April, you'll have the EP or album. We're still undecided of what we're going to release. You'll have more performances, a lot of great performances that are coming in now. I mean, it's really, you're going to see what the beginning really started from. You're going to see the blossom now because I've been blessed to have a lot more connects, a lot more producers, you know, and a lot of people who are now actually invested. They see the vision and they want to be a part of it. So a lot of great things are going to be coming. More, you know, opportunities in New Jersey. I mean, it's pretty much in Philly, Baltimore. Things are really coming through. So just kind of stay connected to ChristineCurtisMusic.com for all of the updates for tour dates.
You ain't gotta tell me twice.
Okay. And administrative opportunities. ministries, and if you want, you can purchase the music there. And you can donate there. If even preferably, if you have prayer requests, please send them there as well, because I'm a praying warrior. So we'll make sure everybody gets their, with their needs met. And if you need a joint hand, I'm always here for that.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier that you have mentors. Any chance that we can find out who your mentors are?
Oh, Brother Doug McCormick and Sister Charlene McCormick from New Destiny Family Worship Center.
Okay.
They are a tag team. They are a ton of fun, but they are straight shooters. They give it to you very direct, in love, of course. But they're very honest. They tell you when you're wrong. There's no sugarcoat. I think maybe 2 weeks ago I had a moment where I was like, no, I'm not wrong. But then I was like, sister, you are. But I love you. But you're wrong. You know what I mean? And it took me, I think, probably like 2 hours to kind of come back and be like, you're right, I was. My bad. You know what I mean? But they are the reason why I have a stronger foundation now, why I am stronger spiritually, why I am even walking in my purpose. We went through an entire Bible study on the purpose-driven life. And I didn't know. I knew I wanted to sing. I knew that I needed to sing, but I didn't know why. And my purpose, why I sing now, is because I have a goal. The prodigal son is what I was.
Right.
And now I need to go after the prodigal son, because there's so many people who look at church and are afraid to step into it because they want to get judged. You know what I mean? They're afraid that they're going to be looked at funny or that they don't belong. But we all, regardless, you got tattoos, you got a past, you got 12 kids, you have none. It doesn't matter. We all belong in the house of God. We all belong to Christ. We're his children, and I want everybody to know that. So that's my goal. Why my music is unorthodox is for them. Not because I just want to break, be a rebellious kind of person. I feel that my only way to reach them is to reach them the best way they know how. They know R&B music. I can give them that, but change the content, and I can bring them in, and they can get the same peace, the same love, and the same confidence that I just gained by coming to Christ. And I know I'm rambling, so I'm gonna stop.
I see that you're very passionate, because you started turning red. Everything turned red. You was talking about you had that spirit in you. You was like, well, listen, this church, I need it. We going fishing. Hallelujah.
I was all in. I just wanted to make sure you were okay, because I knew you weren't feeling good.
I thought she was gonna break out into a song while the King's Verse sings. Eyes on the Sparrow or something. You said that's New Family Destiny Worship Center.
New Destiny Family Worship Center.
Oh, New Destiny Family Worship Center. Okay.
NDFWC.
Do you have a lot of youth in your church?
We do, actually. It's funny, we have something called the Yarks in our church.
The who?
The Yarks.
Yarks?
Adults. Young adults reaching Christ.
Okay.
And what we do, we meet every third Sunday, and we just have our own service. A lot of the youth in my church, quite honestly, we're all on fire for God. And it's it's very rare you see that. Like, there's so many of us who are on the same goal. We want to live for Christ. Every youth who comes in there, their lives have changed. And the ones who already been there are like starting to walk into their destiny. I know I'm about to probably embarrass her, but there's a girl named J.L. Davis. You can see the transformation from when she started recognizing who she was and where she's going. It's such an amazing thing to see when youth are really desiring to live for Christ. And that's what you get in my church, which is probably why I am the way I am now. Because nobody's like playing with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
We all have the same love. We all have the same desire and the same fire. And that's all for God. So,
you bring them any way you can, right?
I'm trying to tell you. You can't keep it funky with them.
Nah, a lot of it, because my producer's church, all the methods, I'm not always, But the youth in the church are very, the same way you say, like on fire. Like they're very, everybody's kind of walking that path. So
how do we get that fire outside of the church? How do we take it out? When we're talking about violence among our young black men, is
the members that are on fire, they supposed to get out there and get to the people. That's the whole purpose. You're supposed to get what you need, get your food.
She means like, how do we translate that same kind of that fire and get it to the people outside? I'm not even talking about just church. It's how to stop the violence. And
but I'm saying the people who have that fire need to get out to the people who
so let me
need.
Because a lot of times, and this is something I hear people say all the time, particularly with the youth, is that if they don't feel you're authentic, they'll pack your bags for you and send you on your way. And so a lot of times we come out of the church and we come with church talk,
That's
we
my
come
producer's
with
talking
our churchness, and it doesn't relate. So I'm wondering, how do we transcend that and really get in the the gully.
It's y'all job. It's the youth. It's the young adults.
Prime example how we do it. She said she mixed R&B with gospel, and guess what? Now she has the youth listening, and now that they're listening because it sounds sonically good, they'll start listening to the words.
Exactly.
And once they start listening to the words, they'll open their minds and open their souls.
But it's the same thing you said, that authenticity. You can't take, and I think that's the mistake that Christians make sometimes, because it doesn't have to be, and I think I wrote a blog about it. We want it to look perfect. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be real.
Right.
It's supposed to be honest. If you have a moment or if you make a mistake, your transparency will reach them more than you trying to shield them. Because quite honestly, in the world we live in now, they're doing it anyway. And they're doing it at 13. You know, like you said, this young girl who had, you know, obscene pictures on her phone. She's she's a kid. She's a baby. You know what I mean? But this is what's happening. They're not doing it at 17, 18 now. Right. They're doing it at 12 and 13.
Yeah.
I mentored a girl whose best friend was pregnant at 11. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is what it is. You can't come to them on a high horse.
Right.
You got to reach them how you reach them. You have to be honest with them. You have to be real, and they will pick it out, like, you know, from top to bottom. But if you are real, you'll find a place in their heart, and they'll always come to you if they need it. And once that seed is planted, the God in them will always grow. You know what I mean? But that's you gotta come real. That's just it.
It's kind of crazy.
There's
out here
a reality show out there is getting a lot of heat, but I actually like this show. I've seen it. The LA Preachers, right?
That's her
She
show.
never wants to watch it either.
And I was so turned off, and I was saying I would never watch it, and I can't believe it's a disgrace. And I hadn't laid
Can you give us
eyes
a brief
on it.
description? I haven't no idea.
Never heard of
I don't
it.
know if I
No.
have the name right, but I think it's called LA
Preachers of LA.
Preachers of LA. So it has 4 or 5 prominent preachers that have large congregations, and it's a reality show, and you follow them and their wives. So there's elements of it I don't like, but what I do like is particularly with Patton and his. I think that they keep it very real. And
he's very transparent.
Yeah,
you can't take that from him.
And it almost is too much.
Very much
but,
so.
But it's good in the sense that, you know, well, they had a child out of wedlock, and then they got married. Well, you know, the church is supposed to abstain. But, you know, people are not abstaining.
You're trying to figure it out.
So I thought that, okay, this was relatable. A lot of people are going to be able to relate to this because it mirrors everyday life, you know. So that I could get with.
I thought that there was a debate they had about shacking, you know, the quote unquote term cohabitation.
Right.
And in the middle of the debate, and when it initially happened, that's the episode I think I watched, and after that I was like, I ain't watching that more. But I occasionally watch it with her. He didn't have any conviction or remorse in the moment.
Right.
He was defending the fact why he wanted or he thought it was okay for him to live with his unmarried girlfriend, who was the mother of his child. But the remorse came after, which I thought was necessary, because you don't want to send that message out that these things, we can twist the word of, you know, and kind of conform it to how we want
our situation.
Right.
Absolutely.
But the reality is that we all make mistakes. He had a lapse in judgment, but he repented and he made it right. And that is what we have to do, because again, it has to be, if you're going to be transparent, at least you got to do it the right way. You got to make sure that if you're going to live according to the word, you have to make the changes according to the word as
because the only difference to me and what his situation is and many others is just the fact that, okay, we got to see it.
Right. Exactly. People doing it.
It's been happening.
Right. He's not the first. He probably won't be the last.
Right. Because you even have an older minister on that show that's, is he shacking? There's something going on. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah,
it's a very controversial
so
show.
I could, very, because it helps and it hurts. You know, so.
And there are good examples on that show, you know what I mean, as well. But you have to be careful with it. But again,
everything's.
You can't take him. He was very transparent though.
But what are we going to see next? Reality show, The Priest.
Right.
I think what days is come on? I actually want to watch episode 2.
I don't even know. I can't even tell you the channel it's on. But
It's actually on
Told you.
Oxygen, I believe.
This guy.
It's on Oxygen.
And know what days?
Early in the week, I think.
I'm not sure what days. I usually catch it on demand at this
And it's
point.
called The Preacher. Yo, on demand? I got on demand.
Yeah, I catch it on demand because I don't know what day.
And it's called The Preachers
of LA.
Of LA. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, I think it's early in the week because I only get to watch TV like on Mondays and Tuesdays.
I started leaning on the mic and say the Soul Train Awards because that was on before I came.
That's okay. That's where you are.
No, I actually.
He told on himself.
No, that ain't what it was. Yeah, funny.
But I know that we're going to get to hear you live.
Yes.
Okay, and before we do that, I'm going to go and just play another song as it gets set up to hear you live. Okay, maybe I'm not because I lost it. Let's see.
In the meantime, you know what I like though? Like a lot of artists I come across, I don't see them with the whole package. You know, people say, "Oh, I can sing." They can sing. They got a couple songs, but I always do research. You know what I mean? I'm an artist also, so when I'm an artist, I know when people are like BSing.
Right.
And when I did research, I was like, wow, she has a Twitter page, she has a Facebook page, she has an artist website, she has a Facebook fan supported page, she has an Instagram. I'm like, this is like an artist that's really perfected her craft, and you know it makes me look like she's really serious,
right.
And, you know.
Man,
another reason to vote. Because the talent
like
is
her.
real.
I like her.
Right, that's why she gets paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another reason to vote
Yes,
because
yes.
the talent is real.
Right.
Said the
dreams-
the grind. Her mobilization is serious.
Ew. Okay, that's Gigi. Her nickname is Gigi or G for a reason. She's a G. Just saying, I didn't say that.
I thought it was for get guap.
Wow.
Getting that
It means a lot
green.
of things.
Okay.
Getting that
Miss
green.
Christine Curtis, what should I play here?
Play "Come Unto Me." It's an oldie, but it's a goodie.
Let me
Yes.
tell us a little bit about it before we start.
It's funny. "Come Unto Me" was I believe it was the first one that I actually recorded when I came into the gospel arena. It was actually a freestyle. Quite honestly, we were in the truck on the way to church, and
That
I heard on the truck on the way to church, and I heard Chris Brown's "Don't Judge Me," and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I could flip this, and I think I just pulled up the instrumental. We were just playing around with it initially.
Yes.
But it turned into a complete, like the actual song is exactly how I freestyled it from start to finish.
Woo.
Of course, with the harmonies, throw the little thing in there. But it's this is probably my testimony. Well, a lot of these are my testimony, but this is what I was dealing with. I didn't know how to come back home. I didn't know how to find God again. I was going through so much. When it was good, I forgot about him. When it was bad, I prayed to him. And it was so inconsistent. I was that lukewarm. Yeah.
Human.
Right. But I was lukewarm. And this song is just an instruction manual on how to come back to God. And it's just "Come Unto Me." This is what it is.
Let's get into it.
Buckle up.
You told me, you said that you don't need me anymore. You said that praying doesn't help the wounds, but just makes them grow more and more. But I know that you said to me when I saved you that you were indebted to me. Well, was it true? How can you come near to me?
Whew. Chris Brown, you better watch out.
Real.
You better watch out, Chris. It's getting hot in here, man.
Getting hot in here.
So beautiful.
Thank you very much.
The vocals are spectacular. The levels.
Oh, I thought she was talking about
melody.
Okay. I was saying the music is good too.
Right.
Yeah. Very radio.
Very,
I really wish that
soothing.
The terrestrial radio stations would, change it up a little bit. Give us something a little different. It's packed with the same 8 songs. I get a little tired of that.
You're giving it a little too much credit, Soups. I'd say 6. I'd say 6.
Like 5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm missing the days when they could throw a gospel song and let you rock to it.
That's about to change. I'm going to work on that.
That's where
yeah, there you go.
We got your back too.
Thank you.
We'll definitely be playing you here. Okay, so folks, we got a treat for you.
Yeah.
Live in a vocal booth.
Let's bring it to you live. So what are you going to perform for us?
I'm actually going to perform. Jacqueline Carr has a song out called "Greater Is Coming." It's a powerful song. This is one of my favorite songs actually right now. So hopefully you guys like it and then jam to it. Clap your hands and don't forget to vote.
Vote.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Thank you. So we all know how the song goes. There are 3 processes to an olive. It's the shaking, it's the beating, and the pressing. And we all at some point in our lives have to go through some shaking, some beating, and some pressing. But at the end, there was always going to be greater coming.
Hallelujah.
Amen. If it had not been for the shaking, I would have never been ready for the making. No. If it had not been for the beating, I would have never known how anointed I would be. No. If it had not been for the pressing, I wouldn't be able to walk into my destiny. He's preparing me for greater. I feel the shaking in the spirit. If you know it, you say I feel the beating in the spirit. I feel the pressing in the spirit. Oh, it's preparing me for greater. I feel the shaking in the spirit. Oh, I feel the beating in the spirit. I feel the pressing in the spirit. Yes, it's preparing me for greater. Yeah. If it had not been for the shaking, see, I never would have known how anointed. If it had not been for the beating, yeah. If you know like I know, the beating is only preparing you. If it had not been for the pressing, say I would have never been able, would have been able to walk into my destiny. 'Cause he's preparing me for greater. I feel the shaking in the spirit, 'cause I feel the beating in the spirit. I feel the pressing in the spirit. I know that he's preparing me for greater. I feel the shaking. When I feel the shaking, I know. When I feel the beating, I know that he's. When I feel the pressing, I know that he's preparing me for greater. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but our God delivers them out of them all. Because our greater is coming. Say greater, if you know it like I do.
my greater, it is coming. Say my greater, say it's coming. Say my greater, it is coming. Say I feel the shaking in the spirit. If you know like I do, say I feel the beating. No matter how many times I get knocked down, I get up. Say the pressing is only for my purpose. Say my greater is coming. Yeah. Say greater is coming. Say my greater. Say it's coming. Say my greater. Say it's coming. Say my greater. Say it's coming. Oh, look out, world. Here comes my Redeemer. Say, look out, world. Here comes my Deliverer. Say, my God is mine. He's my healer, my provider, my life, my air I breathe. He's everything. Say, my greater is coming. Say, it's coming. Say, I feel it when I'm down and out. I know that is coming. I believe it, I receive it, and I know it, so I claim it. Say greater, say it's coming. Say my greater is coming. Say my greater, say it's coming. Say I feel it, you can't have it. Devil, no matter what you do, you can't steal my joy. Say you can't steal my peace. Say you can't steal my hope. Say I need it and I have it. If you want it, then you get it. Say my greater. Say my greater is coming. Hallelujah. Somebody give me.
Girl. When you said say great, I started going greater.
You better do that. Okay.
We was about to have a call and response session going on here.
You gotta do the me.
I turned my mic off.
All right.
Ooh, you had me thinking I could sing.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh my goodness.
That was
Christine
a very
Curtis,
good-
thank you so much for blessing us.
I love
again.
BK as well.
I was trying to throw it on Instagram. My phone started acting up.
We
My
got
phone
you
caught the
back.
Holy Ghost too.
Yes, indeed.
But yes, don't forget to also please, continue to vote, because this opportunity is going to be huge. I know I can win with everyone's support.
No, you know you will win.
You're gonna win.
You will
I
win.
will win. Thank you
There you
very
go.
much.
Let's
Claim it
see
and
how
receive in
that-
the name of Jesus. Okay.
Yes.
High fives for everybody.
Oh, Lord
High fives
have
all
mercy.
around. Yeah.
All right.
High fives all around.
From
Yeah.
afar.
Air
There we go.
high
Air five.
Right, air
Touch and
five.
agree.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my thing. That's my new thing.
BKS1Radio.com. You just heard the incredible voice.
Incredible.
Live in the vocal booth. Christine Curtis.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes. And stay tuned. We're going to post on our Facebook page, guys. You will be able to vote. We want you guys to vote, so you're going to see us blasting it out over the next few days. Now, when does voting end?
The 18th.
December 18th. So you will see us blasting this out to you till December 18th.
Yes, thank you very much.
We have our girls back.
Yes.
I don't know which one I of course I enjoy your voice, but your smile is just it is contagious. Like
Yes.
It's your
that joy.
essence.
Yeah,
Essence.
essence. Yeah,
Yes.
essence.
Okay.
Well, we've been blessed tonight, y'all.
And your hair is very nice.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah. Can you hit that chorus, Curtis? How are you gonna come in?
It ain't gonna sound like that.
No, I ain't gonna mess it up. I don't want to mess it up. I ain't gonna mess it up.
Don't
I ain't gonna
even
mess it up.
attempt it.
I had to turn my mic off now because I really wanted to be background.
Mhm.
But we all know about my
She was
voice.
doing her
right?
thing over there, though. She was
Hey.
doing her thing.
You know. Yeah, I know my lane, and yeah, that's not it.
Mhm.
I'm really a rapper, so how
When
to-
I'm gonna tell them your
okay.
okay.
Follow you Instagram, Facebook, your fan page.
Reality radio, y'all.
Yes. Go on there, right? Before I leave, don't forget to find me at ChristineCurtisMusic.com. That's the main website, or on the social networks. Instagram, Christine Curtis Music. On Twitter, it's Christine Curtis. SoundCloud, it's Christine Curtis Music. And, of course, on the fan page on Facebook, it's Christine Curtis Music as well.
And YouTube?
Yes. YouTube, Miss Christine Curtis. Yes. Don't forget, every Tuesday I have blogs as well. Inspirational blogs, video blogs, and actual written up blogs on the website. So be sure to check those out as well.
ChristineCurtisMusic.com. Okay.
And most importantly, vote.
Yes.
Vote.
And then vote some more.
And vote.
And then when you can't vote anymore, you go to somebody else's phone and vote.
Or computer.
Right.
I feel you. I got 2 laptops.
Go to the library. Do that there. Okay. All devices.
And I got a bunch of phones.
iMac.
I need is Wi-Fi.
Right.
I'm everywhere.
Exactly.
I got you.
We definitely appreciate you coming back. We definitely appreciate it. We welcome you to come any other time.
Yes,
anytime.
I love
You're going to be trending all over Facebook.
And
you want to see Pound Christine Curtis everywhere.
Everywhere.
I love it.
Do you have like a nickname you go by?
Chrissy.
CC. I'm going to call you CC because
that's funny.
Christine Curtis.
Right, exactly. CC.
CC.
Got my logo up.
CC and C. Never mind.
Oh, I'm done.
What was that? What did I miss?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
You seen Bruce Almighty?
You
seen Bruce Almighty walking out in the trees?
Yes. No, that might. On that note, it's the exit.
He can't help it.
It's like, I know he can't. It's like, but thank you again, BKS, for everything.
Thank you. All right. Ooh,
I like that.
That was pretty good.
That's real good. That's real good.
No, you're official. Hold on.
My
get a real high
co-host,
five.
you two, he's still macking.
She's terrible.
You're going to see Kurt Fleur disappear for a little bit? He'll be back in 15 minutes.
Walking him to the car.
It was I was thinking that, but I don't want to get off the camera because I usually do walk. I don't like women to walk to a vehicle by themselves.
You go ahead, get off the camera for that. Make sure that they get to their vehicle safely.
Yes. I shall return.
Fresh and I'll keep it going on.
Definitely.
Good night.
Later.
First I was just sitting here thinking, I'm like, wow, I'm sharing a table with 2 other artists.
Yeah.
And so you sing a little bit.
Oh, no. I melodize. I call it a melodize.
You call it okay.
I call it melodize because I can keep a melody. That's why I write songs also. So when you write songs, you know how to melodize. I call it. But when you see an artist and you know that the artist is really about their craft, it makes you appreciate it more. Like
yes.
It's rare.
And that's kind of an artist thing because when you think about it, like just being on a job, when you come in and you prepare to do a job and you have somebody show up and they're not prepared and they do a sloppy behind job, a sloppy ass job is really what I want to say.
Woo.
And then you see them win at the end of the day. You're like, what? They didn't put nothing in.
Nothing.
And you have so many, a lot of artists that come to the table on a who you know type of deals. They get stuck in a place and get to blow that up, and you're like, but really, they don't have the talent.
It's
How
amazing.
did that happen?
Like after I looked at a couple of the artists on that competition that Christine is in, I was like, she's gonna get it. That's why I'm happy that we got to see it before she blew up.
Yes.
Because it's definitely way better than a lot of these artists here in the top 10, amazingly. But just artists in general, you're right. It feels like if you're not gonna come and perfect your craft in front of us, then why would you even do it?
Right. Well, and that's what I like about BKS1 Radio, Best Kept Secrets Radio, is that it gives a platform for artists to come and do just that. And the fact that we're viral, so we may have so many people looking at us live, but the fact that that number can be multiplied, over 100 times because it's viral, over thousands of times because that piece will be viral.
Yeah. But as you've seen, we have live performers. So if you are a live performer and you do have some work and you're serious about your craft, definitely hit us up at support my music at bks1.radio or BKS1.
You know what? I have to look it up because I'm gonna give you the one I know off the top of my head. BKS1Radio at live.com.
There you go. Or you can also send me an email at TheFlyBoyWay@gmail.com. But either or both of them, just to make sure that we do get it, because and we want to hear you. If you gotta be serious about your craft, because if you're not serious about your craft, then why waste your time and ours?
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
We're glad you came back, Kurt Flirt. We weren't sure.
You thought I was going to be gone. Where's Kurt? He left his laptops and everything. Everything.
She does have a beautiful smile to match
everything. No, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She was gorgeous. Hair, smile, attitude.
I'm banned from commenting on her looks.
Yeah.
Her aura.
Because you still got to go home.
I still have to go home. Better yet, I still have to close my eyes.
See, I'm good. I could do that.
Smart man.
I'm good.
You know, I was talking to Fresh, Kurt Flirt, and I was, we were talking about artistry. I realized as I'm sitting here that I shared a table with
yes, ma'am.
With two artists.
Yes, I'm an R&B singer. I sing R&B.
A good one.
And
I do my thing.
How do you feel when you see somebody maybe step up and look like they have attained a certain level in the industry and they don't have the talent?
Oh man, wow, that's
be nice. Let's be a little bit nice.
No, but you see that everywhere, man. It's ridiculous that people like you get in where you fit in. If somebody like Norm was saying, we had the Gene Aku album playing. Yeah. If somebody if it's a cute chick in the studio one day, you're like, oh yeah, I like her, and she's cute, and you get in the studio, you can make anybody sound like something, put something together, use certain effects, and then make a couple dollars. I'll make you a star. I Amber Rose you, as they say.
You gonna produce me?
Listen, Mr. Roach, I have no. It wasn't me. Okay, I have no idea what she's talking about. I have no ideas.
I want to sing.
but as Kurt's saying,
you can use auto-tune.
When they're live, it's all.
Oh yeah, it all. Yeah. What did he say? It all falls down.
Well, I mean, for some people, it just keeps going. Because I remember the first time I heard Mary J live, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah, but when she got to be going through something bad in order to do her, she's
a lot better now. But back in the day when she came on the scene in the '80s, I was there. They might have been in daycare. But I was out there, and matter of fact, I think one show they did, and I had a friend that was traveling with them. Mary got thrown up on stage and she wasn't dressed for it, and they had to switch clothes in the background. That's when we wore these black bodysuits. That was the big thing. Girls wore these black bodysuits and jeans. So the girl flipped to her bodysuit, and Mary J gets up there and she sings, and it was terrible live.
Yeah.
So
she has gotten a lot better, but I think Mary's probably trained her voice, and I mean when I
all the coaching and all that stuff.
Yeah. It was awful.
I mean, looking from the TV, I didn't know any of this. I'm just hearing this for the first time. I was just, oh my, Mary's the best singer ever. I mean, people co-sign it, but I'm definitely on the board with that actually being true. That's real.
Yeah.
I definitely can picture it.
You can picture it.
I can imagine it.
Yeah, she was off key. The pitch was.
I can imagine it.
Yeah, no, raspy would have been good that night, but
she probably got thrown in.
We love you, Mary J.
Got thrown into the fire. It'd be like that sometimes.
I'm sorry, Mary, because you come a long way.
Man, listen.
That's the thing. It was something about Mary that
I seen the movie.
They loved because I mean, even from you remind me, Mary just shot straight up and never stopped.
Yeah, but. And she keep it real. That's why she real. And when she going through something, she tell you what she's going through, and people can relate to what she's talking about.
So
she keeps it real.
Well, with the artist we just had, Christina, she writes her stuff. A lot of R&B singers or gospel singers, they don't write their own stuff. They get people to write stuff. And now, if somebody is writing your stuff, you're not going to have that emotion and that power behind it when you sing it because you're not
connected to it.
There you go.
But so how do you do when somebody? I know you don't just sing everything you write. You sing stuff that other people write, right?
I mean, most of the stuff I do. I mean, I sing other people's stuff because I haven't really been as heavy in working on my stuff because my producer had deals with major labels and stuff, so he was getting his money. So he just told me recently, he was like, all the times you was in the studio with us, you could have been working on your stuff, and then when I was done, we could have worked on it, but I'm not getting away with your money. I used to just be quiet. They had meetings and different things. I would just sit there. See how I talk a lot. But when it's business time,
imagine you ever being quiet.
When it's what I do and it's business time and the money and somewhere there's something to be learned, I'm back like a fly on the wall. You don't even know I'm there. We were actually reminiscing. We're talking. He was like, "Yeah, Kurt, you were there." And wow, you were there.
So
like, yeah, you were.
When are we gonna get your producer on?
I definitely talk to him. I'm gonna be stopping at his church after I go to the.
Because I may want him to produce my album.
Oh.
Why you laugh? Why you laugh? I don't know what's so funny.
You better get Norm to do that one.
What's so funny? Trish the Dish. That's the album. Trish the Dish.
Sounds cool.
That's funny.
I crack myself up sometimes.
Yes, very hilarious.
Oh my goodness. So we got calling in next. I know we got some more music, right?
Oh yeah, I was trying to get the music from a artist in Montreal. Mm-hmm. It's Montreal's Canada for those that don't know, and she's known in the UK. Let me see. Gotta look at her name again. Give me a second.
And Kurt, while he's looking for that, you have somebody too, right?
Yeah, I got I just was talking to him. I just he wanted to know the format, like what's going on. So I hit him with a little bit of info real quick.
Okay. Because I think that 2014, this is going to be a big element of what we do. Is we want to feature new artists.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a lot of people who are.
See,
actually, a friend of mine was like, "Yeah, I got this girl, this R&B singer. She's great, man. I'm telling you, young girl. She's official. She's official." But it was like kind of last minute. But I told him to let me know, the info.
So let me ask you.
We'll put it together.
I'm gonna put the host on the spot right now, y'all. BigCast1Radio.com. Okay. I know that y'all go in the chat, but let me ask you guys: if we get somebody in here that's straight booty, what you gonna say? Oh, you have a nice dress on.
See, I'm not bringing any. Like, I want to hear. Like, usually when I want to hear something.
So let's give a platform. Hey,
like, I want to hear something.
Get on the mic.
I'll be honest. I like before. I ain't gonna say who we were talking about, but you remember that instance. With that person, and they walked out with an attitude. But I wasn't. I didn't even. I wasn't.
And they should have had one.
Norm was nicer. Norm was nicer than you, stupid. You terrible. But Norm was nicer than I would have been. Like I just be honest. Like I'm honest, but I probably would have been more blunt because, I mean, I'd rather somebody tell me. I'm that type of person. I will hound you till you get pissed off at me because I want to know. I'd rather you just tell me like it is than to sugarcoat or to stun on me.
But do artists receive that? Because
not always. Not always. Because I've managed artists who I know. This one guy. I used to manage. He's like the greatest singer, one of the greatest singers I know. Like I've heard. Like I'd say, well, I don't know about now because I stepped it up. I haven't heard him recently, but before I would always say he was a better singer than me, hands down. But he wanted to rap too because he thinks that. Well, he says it's easier to get into the game rapping. Mm-hmm. I'm a rapper. I sing. I do both good. Listen, you're a singer. You can rap. He can rap. I'm not saying he can't rap, but you sing way better than you rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? So master what you do, and you'll go far with that. Like, and I'm riding with you. I've had avenues for him to do things. Like, I hate when artists tell you, like, what it is. Everybody doesn't have. It's a position for everybody. Like, everything ain't for everybody. If you have a position, like I'm the manager, you're the artist. If I tell you to do this, do that, I'm doing this, and that. Things will work smoothly if you just follow the instructions. Everybody want to be that dude. I had an artist that was, he didn't have anywhere to stay really. He didn't have a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of. Had 3-4 cell phones. He had more phones than me. I'm the manager. What you want around 3 or 4 cell phones?
See, here at BKS1 Radio, we support the local artists, the up and coming artists. It's you're not gonna talent. Not to say you're unsigned talent, like, because even if you try to get an unsigned talent somewhere, like one of the magazines that say they establish, not to down any magazines, because I still look at Double XL, I still look at The Source, but unless you're signed, you're really not going to be on the unsigned talent because of the fact that it's a lot of publicity and public levels behind it. Like, for example, I have to use my own example because it's me. I had the number one highest rated mixtape on the highest rated mixtape site online called thatpiff.com. Mm-hmm. Double XL didn't want to feature me on their unsigned, but I outranked, I guess I say 80% of the top artists that was on the site during the time that I was on there. So I looked more into it, and then they started opening up to me, but they said, oh, you have to pay for some advertisement. Mm-hmm. And that's how you get on. But see, once you bring money involved in it, it's no longer...
It's not pure.
Pure, exactly. It's you're taking what people will pay for. And here at BKS1 Radio, we don't charge anybody to play their music on here. We don't take payolas, or what they call it, for us to repeat an artist over and over again. We just play what's good music.
Yeah, we do. We give a platform for good music. We also give you an artist package where there is a fee if you want to advertise. However, we don't rank you up or blow you up because you do us a favor or you pay. That's not what we do. We like real music, and we believe in providing a platform for artists because as we came through the game, and particularly my partner Storm Norm, they had a group. And I actually promoted and managed that group as well. And a lot of the red tape and who you know deals, really could make you hard or disheartened in this business because you realize that it's 80% about who you know, maybe 5% about being in the right place at the right time. And then you got a 5% that's just up in the air. But that who you know element is so key. It's all about building relationships, And then again, once you do build a relationship, you don't think that people aren't giving stuff back to get where they gotta be. Mm-hmm. And that's what I love about how the internet changed the game, because you can get out there.
And with on that note, I want to, if we can, bring up this artist from the Montreal. Her name is Zakira. I spoke to her. I guess her manager. He was supposed to call up. Maybe he'll call up next week. If you're listening, if you're watching, call up next week. 646-233-1302. And maybe you can give us a update about your artists and things like that. But she has 2 songs she sent us, and we're gonna play it. She's from, like I said, she's from Montreal. She has a buzz in the UK. The pop sound. The first song is called. I'll play the first song that says Polo because I feel as though out of the 2 songs, that's the one I like the most. The other one, it's pretty good, but I like the Polo song. It's different and it's pretty good. So
the Polo song. Okay,
yeah,
so where do I go? Right here.
Music probably. Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
My artist just said. The gentleman from Malik. He said he just registered. Did I show you this?
Go back.
Let me see the other one.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Here we go. This song is